Hey guys, it's Ethan here. Today, we're making scones. It's a Scottish tradition pastry made in Scotland. So here are ingredients. One, 2 3/4 cups of King Arthur unbleached all-purpose flour. What's the next one? 1/3 cup of sugar. 3/4 tablespoons of salt. We mix with what's a bucket? The room for baking powder, just in case we need it. And 1/2 cold cup of cold butter. One cup to 2 cups chopped dried fruit. No, we skip it. 2 large eggs. Teaspoons Mexican vanilla extract. 2/3 cup, half and half, or milk. Topping we have to do this later. Alright, let's start preheating the oven. Alright, let's see, I'm gonna use the list. Baked to 425. So smart. And then in a large mixing bowl, whisk together with flour, sugar, salt, and baking powder. So ready to mix, guys? Let's do it. So we're mixing dry ingredients, then we separate with the bowl with vanilla. So let's start with dry ingredients first. In a large mixing bowl, whisk together with flour and sugar, salt, and baking powder. We might do it right now. All right. This is classic, you know, back in 2000s. All right. Next, do this. Put this in the middle and mix. There we go. All right. Stir, work in butter. Mix it. Oh yeah. Okay, I almost forgot. I'm gonna make it middle first, and I'll screw it around. Okay, so make sure the butter is all chunked up, and then you have to keep mixing like this. So we're using this. The mixer it's really old though, and we gotta mix it real carefully because I messed it up the recipe, but it's gonna be fine though. So let's get this deucing going. Kind of messy. There we go. This is way better. Mom, you shouldn't tell me to do the mix. So next, work in butter just until the mixture is unevenly crumbly. It's okay. Some larger chunks of butter to retain unincorporated. This is really weird though. I don't know what I just did. Okay, this is nice. I just made it short. Don't worry. And then you mix with the spoons. Make sure the edges are inside, not to get messy. And for the edges, just in case the flour in a glass bowl like we're using, will be way easier to see the flour like this. I was doing, making perfect adjustments.
Okay, we're gonna cut that out.
Next, we're mixing wet ingredients. And number 4 says, in a separate mixing bowl, whisk together with eggs, vanilla or other flavor, and half for milk. Alright. Next, we're putting vanilla extract in, and the milk. Alright, and now I have to mix it. So I just add all ingredients in the bowl, in a separate bowl, and now I have to stir until it's all moist, and holds together.
Stop.
Alright, I'm gonna put a separate bowl in this one, Big Mama Jama, and number 5 says add the liquid ingredients to dry ingredients and stir until all it is moist and half or milk. Alright. Keep it in the middle. And mix with the wooden spoon. Sorry my calculations. Make sure, oh man, I gotta do one hand. I had to use firmly grasp it like Patrick says. I already mixed and moist together. Now I have to read the next step.
Stop.
All right. We never scraped the dark to parchment pan before. Let's do that right now. So put a little bit of flour on it and spread it normally. And next step is to flour the dough to put it in, which you cannot see. Sorry. Flip it over. It doesn't do anything. So now we have it in the parchment paper. You cut in 6 inches. You gotta do this first, or the hexagon. Then you gotta do the scone part to make it small. Scrape the dough onto the floured parchment pan and divide it in half. Round each 5 into a 5 circle or a 6 circle. Skip that one again. The circles should be about 3/4 thick. Closely. I'll scrape it open, make it open. Sorry. It's so smooth you can just take it out. And then crunch it over. Alright, now we scrape the dough. Roll each 6-inch circle and and roll it nice and neat. I'm just making sure it's just as good. We roll it into dough already. Now number 8 says brush each circle with milk and sprinkle with coarse of white sprinkling sugar or cinnamon sugar if needed. Here's the thing: make it nice, touchy, easy. And I had to do this way. I almost forgot. Oh. Now we have it brushed with milk. We put some cinnamon sugar and sprinkle it. So here's the trick. You can sprinkle with your hand. You can't do it with your hands. We have our special handle for sprinkling it. So this is our old-fashioned way not to do it with hands. Using a special tool, we're cutting an X like this, not this way. So, all right, let me see. Just make it quick. One here. Hey, hold on. This is getting messy. And
Okay.
oh man. Oh yeah, would you look at that? Now we can put this in the freezer for 30 minutes before we put this in the oven. Now we put the scones out of the freezer. We put them in the oven. And now, bake for 20 to 25 minutes. So I have a mitt, so make sure not to use bare hands. This looks so perfect. Look at it. So, this is what we made. The cinnamon scones. We made it traditional Scotland. And make sure to leave a like, share, and subscribe. And the second channel link is in the description below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys around. I'll post some updates on Twitter.